Not again. That's what owners of a Granby Street business are saying after another car crashed into their building. It's the third time since October that cars have hit M&G Sales, the Army-Navy surplus store. 13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd is live outside the shop at Granby and 27th Streets. Robert?
Yeah, good evening, David. You see this tarp right here behind me? Well, behind it used to be the main storefront window, but it got shattered around 8:30 last night when a vehicle lost control, went up over the sidewalk and smashed into the building. And unfortunately, this is becoming a regular problem. Inside M&G Sales, the Army-Navy surplus store, owner Larry Friedman sells all things military. But ironically, it's outside the store that feels like a war zone.
Yeah, I'm looking over my shoulder right now. It could be in danger at any moment.
Larry points out the 2x4s holding up the corner of the building after a vehicle slammed into it in October, and then another vehicle did the same thing in March. And Larry says it's been going on for years.
They end up usually up there in the sidewalk, in a tree, in the building. Fortunately, no pedestrians have been injured yet, including myself.
Then on Wednesday evening, yet another crash, this time the front of the building. A large blue tarp now covers up what used to be Larry's front window.
The window that was hit last night was my show window. It brings a lot of people in. There was a lot of military on display.
The vehicle involved, seen here on surveillance video, just drives away. And so far, no arrests.
Well, we're a little shell-shocked. At some point, you know, many more can you take, you know?
Police say everything from speed to lane confusion to not paying attention has been to blame for these wrecks. Loyal customers say the city needs to help Larry out.
I feel bad enough that we need to get together and get a guardrail around this corner.
M&G Sales, the Army-Navy surplus store, will continue to stay open. It's been in Larry's family in this very location since 1946, and he has no intention of closing or moving.
I couldn't do it. It's just, this is our legacy right here. It's been 3 generations, and I couldn't do it.
Now, Larry says his insurance company has been very cooperative with him, but you got to remember, after each and every one of these accidents, he does have to pay a premium, and those are adding up. And this particular case that happened last night, well, it really has him concerned because the driver's still out there. Remember, they fled the scene. He wants that driver to be held accountable. So if anyone out there has any information, you're being urged to call 188-LOCK-YOU-UP. Live in Norfolk, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.